All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I've been getting a few questions about my Modine heater up here. Uh, a lot of it's about uh, how to get the thing lit and how I've wired in my thermostat here. I'm going to show you basically here after I get the heater lit on how I've got this thing wired up. But but yeah, I'll go ahead and get this camera mounted up and I'll show you how to get your heater or basically about any other gas appliance lit. Okay, as you can see here, I've got the bottom panel uh, loosened up and taken off, or well, pulled back anyways. And you can see right here, this is your gas line for your pilot light. And it comes off of this gas valve basically. And to get this thing lit, you have up here on top uh, this little valve here. And now this should have like a little black cap on top of it, or whatever color, but it should have like a little plastic cap up on top of there. But mine got broke. So um, basically, to start off, you want to come down here on your gas line and you want to make sure that that's turned on. And if your if your valve, if the handle on the valve is basically straight with the line, that's how you know it's on. But first thing first, before you go turning on uh, the uh, the gas to that pilot light, you want to come over here and you want to make sure that your thermostat is set to off. And if I could get that to focus, yeah, right down there in the bottom corner, it shows that it's off. And my battery on the thing is dying, so I'll have to replace the batteries in that. But getting back over here to this little valve up top here, you can see if, well, let me put a little light on it there. There we go. If I can get it to focus, you can see right here on this valve how it's got this little pin right here, and you can see these other slots down inside. Well, you got to get in here, and I just use pliers on mine. You got to get in here, and you got to get that thing turned. Well, you got to push down on it just a little bit, and you turn it. I was going the wrong way. But you turn it to where those pins line up with those slots. And now, if you have the plastic cap on here, it should come up to one of these stops, like this right here, or back over here on the other side, and that'll stop it from turning anymore. But basically, you just get up in here and turn that to where that will go all the way down like that, and that allows the gas to flow in through your pilot light tube, basically. So I'll go ahead and mount this camera up and kind of show you guys just exactly how I get that thing to light. All right, you can see right here, this is your tube coming in for your pilot light. And now I've got this little, whatever you want to call it, lighter. to get up in there to get that thing lit. And now this might actually take a little bit to get gas to start flowing through that line, just because I haven't had this heater turned on since the end of winter. And basically, get your lighter lit and just kind of stick it right up in there where the tubes come in, and it should light. But like I say, this might take a little bit to get all of the air out of the line, so you just got to be patient. And if you start smelling gas, you probably want to turn it off and let the room clear out before you try to light it again. All right, as you can see right there, you can kind of see that blue flame just right up there at the top of those tubes. That's how you know your pilot light's lit, and you should be able to hear it running. So you'll basically want to let that sit there and heat up for a little while. And now you got to keep holding down on this valve up here, just because if you let up on it and that thermocoupler that comes up underneath here, that brown line right there, if that doesn't heat up, then your gas is not going to flow through this other valve here. So let that thing sit for a little bit with that valve pushed down, and you should be good to go. All right, I've got the valve up here. I got let off on it, so it's completely up, and my pilot light up in there, you can kind of see it right there, and you can possibly hear it too running. But basically now that thermocoupler's heated up and you've got everything up in there running right, you should be able to take and turn this valve here, and now that should be all the way on. And one other thing, before you go and you start to light up this heater, you want to close up that bottom panel, just because, you know, I kind of like to make sure that all of this is sealed up before I go turning everything back onto it, just in case something were to happen. But it's not that hard of a job to do if everything's working right. But yeah, we can come off over here and see that it's 49 degrees out here, and on this one here, gosh, I've already forgotten how to do it. I think, yeah, there we go. Now we're on the heat. Oh, and I need to plug that thing in too. I just about forgot about that. So I'll shut this thing back off here before I go and plug that in. All right, there we go. And it might actually take it just a little bit to get everything fired up inside of it. But yeah, it should start kicking out hot air just about any time. I can already feel that it's got some decently warm air coming out. But yeah, I'll come back out here in a little bit, and we'll see how this thing is going. Okay, now that I've let it sit out here and run for about 15 minutes, it's putting off some pretty good hot air out of it. So yeah, that's pretty much basically it on how to get your gas appliance, whether it be a heater, a hot water tank, or whatever else you might have in your house, how to get it lit. But you just really, if you're doing it on something else other than like a heater like this, you just got to come back here to your main valve body, whatever you want to call it, and you got to find this bigger of the lines back here, not this main line, but this line right here. This is what supplies the gas to it constantly to keep that pilot light lit, and you got to follow that up inside of whatever appliance you're working on, and just basically do what I showed you how to do there. But now I'm going to come over here and show you guys how to well, basically how I wired my thermostat here. So first things first, you want to take and you want to turn off your heater and let it shut down. And now basically I think this just pulls off. Yeah, just like that. And now you can see right here I've got the black wire going up to that WE post, and the white wire going up over there to the RH. And now I think that should be pretty well the same a lot of other thermostats are. I'm not 100% for sure on that, but that's just how this one here is wired up. And now on the side of my heater here, these wires right here is what is coming from the thermostat, or yeah, from the thermostat. The black wire is going there to the T1, and the white wire is going to the T2. And that's basically how I've got this thermostat here wired in. And this one here is a Pro 1 IAQ. I'm pretty sure that's the model of it. Open it up here and see if it, well, it does say model T855. So I'm not 100% for sure what brand this thing is. But yeah, well, it says partner's choice on here. So yeah, it basically kind of came with my house. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. I'll get out here and get this thing heated up and start taking care of some of this mess here on the floor, and hopefully get that Saab engine up on my stand. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please consider subscribing and give me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. But until next time, if you guys have any questions on basically anything else on this heater, just post them down in the comments, and I'll try to answer them to my best ability. And thank you for watching.